Hey, what's up everyone? How you guys doing today? Hopefully everybody is awesome. So we got a War Robots question and answer. So if you got some game questions, feel free to ask. I see R37R0. What's going on, buddy? We got Mason. We got Laugh My You Know What Off. All right. Who else we got? Hussein, what's going on? What's up, that Epidemic, Dr. Singh, nice to see you guys. As to Danny, nice to see ya. Karong, how's it going? Thanks for coming out today, everybody. How y'all doing? Hopefully everybody's having a good week so far. Dr. Singh says you give always when I'm not there. Well, giveaways, I mean, we got 2 videos up for 150 items to give out right now. But if you're talking about on live streams, I mean, unfortunately, everybody has different work schedules and time zones and stuff, so that kind of is what it is. What's up, V-Dog? What's up, Andrew? I'm sure, Andrew, I'm sure they're going to nurture the Ochi Kochi again. Epic, thank you so much for giving out the channel memberships. I definitely appreciate that. And just so you guys know, when Epic gifts those, the Google itself chooses who gets it. He doesn't really pick. It just randomly gives some of the people here memberships. So don't get upset with him if you didn't get one, because he doesn't get to choose who gets it. But thank you for gifting those, Epic. That is awesome, buddy. What's up, Panic? All right. What was I going to say? I was going to say something and I forgot. But yeah, as far as nerfing the Ochi Kochi, I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf it again. I'm not really sure when the next round of nerfs is coming, but I'm pretty sure the Ophion is going to be getting a nerf. I'm pretty sure the Ochi Kochi is going to be getting another nerf. I mean, look what they did with the Angler. They nerfed that thing like 7 times before it wasn't overpowered anymore. So I expect to see another big round of nerfs coming up sometime on the next update. Coburn, how's your day going, man? Is there a giveaway on this live stream? No, not sure if I'm going to be giving anything out. Normally, I've been doing that on Saturday streams, or mainly when I've been doing giveaways, but Epic says, I predict the same nerf to the Ophion as they did to the Seraph. Yeah, more than likely they're going to make so they're probably going to make the ability time longer and possibly make so on landing it doesn't have a shield. I mean, honestly, really, I think it just needs a much longer ability cooldown because they go in the air too often, in my opinion. They're very hard to take down because if somebody's really good with playing it, it seems like they land back behind cover somewhere, and by the time you get over to them, they're ready to fly again. So it's a giant pain in the butt, that is for sure. Alright, so Muramitz, my thoughts on Muramitz. There's too many things that can kill that robot very, very fast. It's a very cool robot and it's very fun, but due to the fact that it no longer has stealth on landing, on your way down, you're almost guaranteed to get blown up by something. Or if a Newton picks you up and zaps you one time, you're instantly dead. So it's not really a great choice these days. So Miramitz is not one of my top choices just because it's very hard to keep that thing alive. The A sibling says, I don't understand Crow Worm winter event in Quest. I completed the set of quests, but how do I get the rewards? How'd you get the rewards? I mean, if you do the quest, they should just give you whatever the rewards are. Are you sure you did the quest correctly? Did you check to see if the rewards were given to you? I mean, you kind of have to, after you complete the quest, it either just gives you the stuff or you have to click on a little thing to collect it. I mean, if you're not getting them, it could be maybe a game glitch. I mean, you might need to contact game support. I mean, I really don't know what's going on with your account there to tell you what's happening. All I can do is kind of take some guesses as to what might be going on there. But yeah, I really have no idea since I can't really see what's happening. But generally, when you complete those quests, you should be able to just get the stuff. If not, I'm guessing maybe your account is glitched. Dr. Singh says, brother, I take my words. What's up, bud? Alright, that says no Ophion, hopefully because I just got one and I'm trying to get it to a higher level, but the resources are scarce on my account. So in order to level a robot up, you have to play a lot and do well. So over the last 45 days, I have made almost 2 billion silver. I have made almost 2 billion silver in the last 45 days. I haven't upgraded anything in those 45 days, and the resources are coming in. Now, I do play a lot of free-for-alls, and I sometimes get between 1 and 3 million silver per free-for-all match, so free-for-all is a really, really good way to grind on silver. Alright, so Gobo, how's it going? Drifter, what's up, man? Nice to see ya. Alright, Gobo wants to know what's the best setup for the ultimate Ares. Ares is a very squishy robot and it dies very easy, but it's a really cool robot. So, in my opinion, I think the Reviver drone is ideal. If you happen to have a Reviver, I think that is a really good choice for the Ares. If not, I would probably use a Paralysis drone to help lock people down. Now, pulsars and magnetars are some of my favorite weapons on the Ares because they also lock people down. You want to lock them so when your ability goes off, you can hit them. You don't want them to be able to get back to cover. So, Ares loves lockdown weapons and the lockdown drone. When it comes to modules, I would probably run 2 of the immune amplifiers for the extra speed and durability. And I would run one of the nuclear amplifiers for extra damage. Then when it comes to pilot skills, I would definitely run speed, durability, and maybe some damage skills if you're into that. What's up, Robo Rob? How's it going, buddy? Nice to see ya. Thank you to my channel members. I appreciate you guys being channel members. Alright, so if you didn't get anything and you got more quests today, I would look through your inventory just to make sure you didn't receive those items somewhere. I'm not really sure which items or things you're trying to get from those quests, but if you're sure they didn't show up, definitely contact game support. Panic heard the ultimate Al Ming might get stealth. Oh god. That would be redonkulous. Honestly, I would not be surprised, but that would be a really scary thing to have to fight against. I don't think I would like that one bit. Man. Oh, nice. That says I lost my account, but Pixonic was able to revive it for him. Awesome, buddy. Yeah, that would suck to lose your account. So I'm glad they were able to help you out and get it going. But yeah, if you need resources, guys, I'm telling you, you just got to play a lot. Play a lot and do well. I think free-for-all is, if you're good at free-for-all, that is, it's the easiest mode to earn a lot of silver. Half the time, you go into a free-for-all match and there's 6 players in there, half the time 2 or 3 of them end up quitting. So it's pretty easy to get first, second, or third. And if you can get a nice amount of damage and kills, that's going to be a lot of honor points. So a lot of silver. Epic says FFA equals farm for all. Definitely. Amadou Gaming says, I need one more Subduer to complete the Lynx build. Is that good? Can you try it? Yeah, Subduer on Lynx would be awesome. Lynx is a great little robot. It's very fun. It's very good. But yes, Lynx on Subduer. Subduer on Lynx will definitely be some weapons that'll do you well. I mean, they're super overpowered weapons to begin with. So if you put those on the Lynx, it's going to wreck the red guys. If you play the Lynx correctly, it'll be amazing, actually. Robot Rob says, I haven't been playing lately because the teammates I've been getting are horrible. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people in this game who have no idea how to play or have no interest in doing good. Like, what I hate is the guys who won't get beacons in a beacon mode. If you're not going to get beacons, go play Team Deathmatch or something, because crap, man. Beacons are what win beacon games. But there's so many guys who will just camp in the back corner on a beacon game. You'll see like 4 dudes all back in one corner who refuse to leave. It's like, how do you expect to win if you're doing that on a beacon game, right? Why are you even playing beacon games if you're doing that? Like, I hate to say it, but there are, I don't know if I would say the majority of players are terrible, but there are a lot of players out there that don't play the game modes correctly. What's up, Play Nice? How's it going? White Boy, what's up? Asta Danny says, Angler with Glory and Halo. Our Quarker. At this point, I think I would really enjoy the Quarker Nucleon. But if you happen to have some Magnetars, right? Magnetars on the Angler to lock people down so they can't get away from you when you try and blind them, that would be a really big help. I think Redeemer, or maybe one of those Bersant shotguns, or even a Subduer, plus 3 of the Atomizers would be super... Not Atomizers, I'm sorry. The, I just said it. The little light lockdown weapons. Oh my god, Magnetars. 3 Magnetars on there would be simply amazing. But yeah, it can be very hard to find good teammates in this game. But, you know, if you go into free-for-alls, hey, you don't have to worry about teammates. You only have to worry about yourself. Dr. Singh says you got 1 weapon. Huh? What about 1 weapon, my friend? But you don't necessarily have... Let's just talk about your Lynx. You said you need another Subduer, right? You don't necessarily have to run 2 of the same weapon on the Lynx. You could run 1 Subduer and 1 Bersant, 1 Subduer, 1 Redeemer. I mean, you could mix those things up. What's up, 661? Sometimes the mix match Frankenstein builds end up being really good, so... You don't always have to have matching weapons. Alright, that wants to know, I have a Rook. What weapons would you recommend out of the sonic weapons, ice rockets, and the electric shotguns? Oh man, that's a very hard question to answer because those are all super good. Those are all really, really good weapons, and I think it's going to come down to personal preference and playing style there. Now, I have one issue personally with the ice rockets. I feel like the reload is just way too long, so I jump in on the Rook, I unload the ice rockets, and then I feel like I have to wait forever to get my ammo back. I don't particularly like them because I think they're great in a one-on-one situation where you want to take something out really quickly, but let's just say you jump in, you take out your enemy really fast, and next thing you know, 2 or 3 more guys show up, and you're just like, oh god, I gotta wait like 4 minutes for more ammo, right? That's why I don't run those. So some people love them, but I don't hardly see anybody running those weapons now. And I think it's mainly because of the long reload. Now when it comes to the things like the Vaha and the Mahavajra, or the Evoras and the Vayrons, both are excellent. I'm not really sure which one you're going to like better, but you cannot go wrong with either one of those setups. I normally run the Veyron in the Evoras, but I would be perfectly happy running either one. I don't think there's any wrong choice out of those 3 weapons, but unfortunately that boils down to which one works best for me, which one do I like playing better. Because they're all 3 really good. Epic Epic says, when I see too many teammates camping, I just sit beside them with my Skyros shooting at the wall. Yeah, I mean, why not, right? Why not? If they're not going to do anything, I guess why should you do anything? Only problem is you're going to lose a bunch of cups and stuff and not get any silver, but... Yeah, Robot Rob, you know, a bunch of guys in the in a Crisis camping, it's okay to maybe have one sniper on your team if they know how to support the team. A sniper is great if they know how to properly support your team on the beacons. Big problem is, though, a lot of people have no idea how to play support with a sniper on beacon games. And I mean, there's times where you have to kill your sniper off and get in there, and most people will refuse to do such a thing. Like, if you drop your sniper first and your team's down on beacons, well, you need to kill that thing off and go run your beacon grabbers, your brawlers. $661, what's up, buddy? How you doing? But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand why a player would actually play a beacon game if they could care less about getting any beacons. I mean, maybe they're playing quick match. I'm not really sure, but it doesn't make much sense to me. That has to go. All right, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Catch you later. V-Dog says, I tried 4 times to get a Fulgar and Tonans. Still no luck. 72? What? You opened, what, 72 of those data pads? That's the one thing about data pads. It's kind of like pulling the lever on a slot machine. You're going to get something out of there, but is it going to be the thing you want? Maybe. Maybe not. It's kind of rough, you know? Personally, I would much rather just buy something outright and know what I'm getting than gamble to get it. I think the datapad thing is a really cool idea and all, but I think they should also just kind of allow you to buy something. That way, if you want to gamble, you can gamble. You know, you can play the slot machine or just go buy it. That's how I would like to see it. Dr. Singh, how many accounts do you have, man? You got like 3 accounts? That's a lot of accounts. What's up, Tony? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Random says, when will the Eiffel giveaway be announced? Well, today's the 9th. We still got like 5 or 6 more days left till that giveaway ends, so sometime after that. Play Nice says people are playing bigger modes but still playing like Team Deathmatch. Yeah, some people do that. Some people chase the damage and the kills. You know, if you have all 3 beacons and your team's ahead, it might be okay to go run after damage and kills at that point. But the majority of the beacon games are won by beacon control and not destroying, 36 enemies on the other team. I mean, sometimes you may destroy all the enemies, but the majority of beacon games are not won by that. They're won by somebody holding the 3 beacons for longer than the other team, so. Strong, my day is going pretty good, buddy. How about yours? But I don't know, one thing I think is kind of funny, most of the time if I make a game tutorial video, people don't really watch it. Saying, have a great day, buddy. Oh, you want to buy a Titan for 2,000 PT. I mean, right now, I think the best Titan you can buy with Platinum is probably going to be the Luchador. Right now, the Luchador is still a really good Titan if you know how to set it up correctly. If you get that, put the right modules on it, get the right pilot skills on it, it does very well right now. I think the Minos is another really good Titan, and if you like to play support, you could always go with a Nodens. But out of the ones that you can buy with silver, I think those would be my 3 choices. The Minos is a little bit more of a skill bot. You gotta have a little more skill to play him. It relies on the ability timings. Alright, so silver or gold pads. Both are red. Well, the gold pads are the better ones, right? The gold pads are better than the silver ones. But I mean, you kind of just have to look to see what's inside of the chest. I mean, you're going to get better you're generally going to get better items out of the silver pads. Now, if I remember correctly, I'm going to have to go look just to make sure, but if I remember correctly, the golden pads are guaranteed to give you full weapons, and the silver ones are probably going to give you components. Yeah, there are a lot of Titans in some of the chests there. So if you watch all the videos and do all the little daily quests to get those keys, you should be able to open at least one gosh dang it, super chest every season. You just got to save the keys and wait till you have that 50% off on the super chest or whatever. But there are a lot of nice Titans in the super chest, so that is kind of a good point that Epic has there. Alright, so the red silver data pads have full weapons or they have components. You can get either or. More than likely, you're going to get components out of there 90% of the time. Now, if you look at the red gold, those are guaranteed to give you full weapons. So every time you open a red gold, you are guaranteed a weapon. But if you do the red silver, you're probably going to get components and the occasional full weapon. Robot Rob says, I have robots I don't like to use. Yeah, you know, sometimes you gotta use what you have, though. I mean, one thing I've learned in this game is use what you have. For many years, okay? For many years, I played this game with nothing but outdated basic robots, and I still had a lot of fun with it. You know, once I became part of the creators program and stuff like that, now I usually end up getting like one of the newer bots when they come out, and maybe a couple of the new weapons. So things have changed, but I can still take a hanger of old robots and play the heck out of it and have fun with it. So you don't necessarily have to have the new stuff. I mean, I've been beating the crap out of people with a pursuer lately. So, you know, there's a lot of good choices on a lot of these things, but you just gotta find things you enjoy playing, and don't really worry whether it's like the newest thing or the oldest thing. Is it good, and do I like playing it? Those are the two questions I would ask myself. But I think if you just really worry about getting the newest, the latest, the greatest, you have to be a pretty big money spender for that. So, what's up, Tab? How you doing today? Nice to see ya. Tony says the worst thing in the game is when the teammates leave you to die. Well, I mean, it happens. It definitely happens. You can't really count on teammates. I mean, even if they're like your friends, there's times where they're going to go in a different direction than you or something. So if you're just playing with random players, man, you never know what they're going to do. You got to learn not to count on random players to help you out, because they're just there. Like, they're there, they're doing whatever they're doing. They do their own things. So you have no control over that, and you have no way to like talk to them to let them know what's going on. So do not rely on randoms for anything other than just hope that they do a good enough job to win, right? Arox, how's your day going, bud? Hey, Mitos. Yeah, you should definitely, well, the more stuff you build, the more you get your workshop upgraded. So once you have all 6 slots, it's really nice to build stuff a lot faster. I mean, you can normally build something in about 3 to 4 weeks, and if you watch the videos, a lot faster right here. Hey, Warable Boy, how you doing today? Nice to see ya. Epic says Scald, Incinerator, and Scorcher only work well with the Peregrine pilot. Plus, the reload is way too long. Well, you know, the light version of those has a really short reload. But the heavy and the medium, the reload sucks. I don't like those weapons on most robots. I do like them in the Hawk for some weird reason. I don't like them on most robots. I don't know why, but I just don't like rocket weapons in general. I mean, the Ultimate Orkans are amazing. I do like the Ultimate Orkans. Avalanche is kind of fun to play, but I just generally don't get into the rocket weapons. Now, I noticed you don't see a whole lot of them. There's not a lot of people out there running rocket weapons. So I think I'm not the only one. Hey, J-Man, what's up, buddy? He says, thanks for the membership. Yeah, I think Epic gifted a bunch of them, so that was very nice of him. B-Dog says, it's good to see what other players have. I reconfigure my QS Ophium to play it better, seeing what other players are using. Yeah, it's kind of nice that you can see other players' hangers. That is very true. But, you know, there's a lot of really good builds out there. You got to find the ones that work for you, I would say. But it's really neat to be able to see what other players have and what they're doing. And, you know, if you see somebody out here who's just doing crazy good with something, you can just kind of look at it. If you have the stuff, set yours up like that and see if you like it. So that's always a really good option. Drifter says, tough thing is picking what to upgrade. Which weapons, robot, and modules. Yeah, you know, if you're struggling on figuring out what to upgrade, I would say generally I think good weapons are probably more important than what robot you put them on. So I would say if I could have really strong weapons on a mediocre robot, that would be better than having a really good robot with mediocre weapons, I would think. Yeah, this is pre-recorded gameplay. I can't answer everybody's questions and play at the same time. You would just see me like running onto the walls and falling off the bridges and getting blown up into little teeny pieces all the time, trying to focus on the chat. Morowat's boy says free for all is the best. Yeah, it's very good. I love me some free for all. Tab says, can I ask you a question? What kind of question? Oh yeah, I'm not really sure how old this video is. I'm too lazy to keep, you know, recording more videos, so. MS says, I want to say sorry for spamming in your past live streams. I don't really remember you spamming. I don't have a good memory though, so. I've already forgotten. JNAM, I think you get the membership for 1 month. EP says, have you heard of the leaked nerfs? No, you know, sometimes I'm kind of careful about who I listen to about leaked nerfs. I'm not really sure why you saw it. But there's been many times where a player thought he was funny or something and made a list of fake nerfs and started sharing it. And then next thing you know, fake nerf lists are being shared around. So I don't know where you got it from or where whoever they got it from, but sometimes the nerf lists are real, sometimes they're fake, but I haven't seen anything about that yet. So what have you seen and where did you see it? I guess that's the next question. Let me go look through my little bit of game news that I have and see if I can find anything about this. So the only thing I see is a photo of the new crazy weird robot. Yeah, that new robot's really freaking weird looking. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet, but it's like I don't really know much about it. It's very scary looking. Very scary looking. I don't want to run into this thing on a dark alley because it looks like some sort of reptilian alien creature, right? What do you guys think about that? It's pretty scary, right? J-Nam, probably something along those lines. I don't know if it's 30 days or a full month or what it is, but something about that. Lasts for about a month. It does, yeah, it does look like a grasshopper, actually. Orowat's boy says, nah, that is scary. J-Nam says Ocho is going to get a nerf. It definitely needs it, but I don't know if it is or not. But yeah, that's the next robot that's coming out right here. It's going crazy. It's going crazy over there. Okay. Red October says it looks like a frog stood up. Yeah, you know, I can see that as well. It's kind of a freaky looking robot. Like super freaky. MS says, hey guys, is the Luchador a good Titan? If set up correctly, yes. I feel like Luchador relies on having as many hit points as possible and Titan repair amplifiers. V-Dog says the crazy frog. What was the crazy frog? There used to be like something that was actually called the crazy frog. I don't remember what that was, but it was really popular for a while. Dr. Singh says for ghost skill, how much you spend? I mean, if you're changing skills, I think the price is different depending on how many skills you have and which one it is. So I don't really know. I'm not really sure what one skill is going to cost you offhand. But we figured it was about 18,000 memoriam to completely max out a pilot and hand choose the skills. What one single one costs, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, ask to Danny. That's the... Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's going to be a robot that teleports, and I think it's going to teleport back and forth a few times. It's going to be like a really insane version of a scorpion or something. I hope it doesn't have a 700 meter range though. That's too much. I hope they move it down to 500. Michael Ward, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Nice to see ya. Motorcycle noises. Alright, so Tab wants to know everybody's thoughts on the Eiffel. I like it, okay? I like the Eiffel with the bendy bullet machine guns. It dies very easy though. It's not a really durable robot. It's not extremely durable. But I don't know. I mean, I've wiped out a lot of bad guys with it. You got to watch out for the Newtons, right? The Newtons will pick you up and zap you and take you out really fast. But besides that, though, it's top notch. All right, so Yusuf says my level 12 Curry just dies super fast. It could be the way you're playing it. It could be the modules or skills you have on it. I'm not really sure. The Curry is a very fun robot, but it's one of those robots where you want to keep it moving and you kind of want to play it from a distance. I mean, it's got 600 meter range on those turrets for a reason. I like to find 500 or 600 meter weapons, put it on there, and just run around the map, never stop, run out, drop your turret, shoot. You know, it's a robot that takes a little bit of getting used to. It's a little different on the playstyle than anything we've had before, so it's not kind of like it's not just like the normal things we normally run. It takes a while to get used to playing it. Now, for me, I picked it up right away, but I know some people who absolutely hated it at first, but after a couple weeks of playing it, they really got the hang of it. Alright, so Mr. Sumith wants to know what's better for the Fenrir, the Ember, or the Bane? Alright, so if you're good at aiming the flamethrowers are really good weapons. They do really good damage. I mean, they go right through shields. If you can aim them, I think the flamethrowers are the better bet. They're not easy to use, but man, they are very, very good weapons when you land the shots. Banes are nice, okay? I like the Banes, don't get me wrong, but I think if I had to choose between one or the other, I personally would go for the flamethrowers every day. I might throw the Banes on there every once in a while just because I feel like playing them, but yeah, the flamethrowers are super good. Panix, is Dagon a better version of the Typhon? No, they're very different. I don't think it's anything like the Typhon. Dagon's probably... My Dagon's much slower than my Typhon. I would say I mean, it's kind of similar, I guess, but they're just very different robots. I know some people that prefer the Typhon over the Dagon. I know some people that prefer the Dagon over the Typhon. That one's really going to come down to personal preference. I mean, Typhon's another one of those old robots that's really, really high end, man. Typhon is a great robot still, but I do think the Dagon's better, personally. I would much rather play the Dagon than the Typhon any days, but I know some people who just, they would much rather play the Typhon. Dr. Singh, what do you have, my man? Eustace says I'm using a nuke amp, a mune amp, and a repair amp. So I run mine with one nuke amp and 2 repair amps, I do believe. If you happen to have the Pascal drone, that works really well on there. I think a beak drone would be good. A paralysis would be good. I think those are the 3 main drones I would want to run on there. And when it comes to pilot skills, I do all speed and durability skills. And I'm talking about the curry just in case I wasn't clear on that. White Boy says people with Newtons hide too much. Well, Newtons are squishy. For the most part, they die kind of easy. So if you're a Newton, your whole goal is to stay back. Don't let anybody get close enough to you to shoot you and just pick people up and pick them off. Michael Ward, I really don't know if they're going to nerf the Ophion or not. That's definitely something we're thinking is going to happen. But I haven't heard anything about that yet. Andrew says the mothership that blinds you for 10 seconds makes you want to quit. It sucks. It sucks getting hit by that, but unfortunately it's part of the game. So we really have two options in this game. One is just deal with it and keep playing. Other is quit and go somewhere else. I mean, there's nothing. That's really all there is to it. So I like the game as much as I hate some of the things in the game. I'm gonna keep playing. But I can't understand how some people get sick of stuff and leave, but it would be nice if they would stop adding things like that mothership. I mean, too many items in the game that make so you can't do something properly. I want items that allow me to play the game, not items that keep me from properly playing the game. You know what I mean? You're either blinded or locked down or something's invisible or something's got a... I don't know. It's just like too many cannot do items in this game. Random sometime after the 15th is all I can tell you about that one. But yeah, I don't know. I would not be surprised if they nerf a bunch of stuff. I would expect the next update, which is going to be in about... Next update is going to be in about 13 days. So in 13 days, expect to see some sort of a nerf coming on probably a bunch of stuff. I don't know what. I can't guarantee it's going to happen in 13 days, but that is my guess. Alright, so White Boy's playing the Sharinga. You know, if you're a good Sharinga player, they're awesome. I suck with them, but some people are super good with them. Epic, you were warned for using emojis. I could have swore I turned the... I don't see anything there. I could have swore I turned off Nightbot's craziness because he's been driving people crazy. Panic, I'm not really sure if we're going to have any more tasks for the Halos or not. I have no idea, my friend. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. I wasn't able to get any of those special edition weapons. I was really upset though because on that one, I think it was for the Glory, I only needed to open like one data pad and I bought some and I opened it and then I found out that the event had already ended. I was mad. So Yusuf, your Oki Kochis are a pain in the butt, but your curry should be very fast. When the Ochi Kochi comes running at you in the curry, you drop your turrets down and you run backwards. Run far away from it. I like to run backwards and shoot at it as I'm going backwards. And put a phase shift on there. Put a phase shift on it. That'll help you out big time. But you gotta time the abilities correctly and time the phase shifts correctly. And that robot will do very, very well if you play it right. Martin, I'm doing pretty good, bud. How about yourself? But yeah, I do hate the mothership that blinds you. Dr. Singh's playing Typhon with Hurricanes. I don't like the hurricane weapons, honestly. Panic would like to see a zoom in aim. Panic, the targeting system is currently so messed up. I don't think I would like them to add anything else to it. It might get worse than it already is. It would be cool to be able to zoom in, but honestly, ooh. I can't see that going well, honestly. Andrew said, I started a second free-to-play account. I have less than 100 victories and already can't compete. I don't know, you got to grind your butt off for resources. You got to grind your butt off and build the best stuff you can get, I guess. It's not super easy to do well in this game at first, I guess, but if you play enough, you know, you might be able to get enough silver to get a bunch of cool stuff. Like buy a bunch of Leos. As a new player, I would buy a bunch of Leos, Punishers, and Punisher Tees. They're cheap to level up. They're really good to start off with. Yeah, the aiming system in this game, supposedly on the next update or sometime soon, they are going to be coming out with a fix for the aiming system. And it's going to be really easy, really interesting to see what happens with that. All I can say is I hope it's better because I'm really tired of that thing changing targets on me every 2 seconds for no reason. Like, if my crosshairs are pointing at a robot, why isn't that targeting... It should be targeting the guy that I'm pointing directly at. The guy that's 2 foot in front of my face, and my crosshairs are on him, yet it'll switch to a guy who's underneath the map, 10,000 meters away. And it's like, how are you gonna... You can't even hit that guy. Why would you switch to that? You know what I mean? The targeting system drives me nuts some days. Epic says, war robots will not actually die. They have a turnover. Too many new players. Well, yeah, you know, mobile games in general have very high turnover rates. I think they say in general, most people play a mobile game for like 3 to 6 months and then they move to something else. So War Robots does hang on to a lot of people longer than 3 to 6 months, so that is one thing, but the majority of mobile games do have high turnover rates. Dr. Singh, was I yawning? If you're talking about me, man, I'm always yawning. I'm always tired. I yawn all the darn time. Here's one right now for you. Epic says, this is the only game in the world where the lock-on targeting switches. I swear it's on purpose just to balance the kills amongst the players. I don't think it's on purpose. I think it's just that bad. I think the targeting system is just that bad. That's what I think. Yusuf says, why are you using the normal invader? What do you mean? Do you not like the normal invader? You got a problem with the normal invader, my friend? Normal invader is going to come to your house and spin a big robotic spider web and trap you inside. I'm telling you. Don't talk bad about the invader. It's a scary dude. It's a scary robot. It'll mess you up. You better be nice to the invader. Invader's awesome, actually. Yusuf says, I mean, there is an ultimate version. I mean, personally, I don't have any ultimate robots or weapons, so... Unless I get on the account that the game owns, I can't play that stuff. But honestly, I didn't find the Ultimate Invader to be that much better. I mean, I like the extra weapon slots, you know. Having all mediums instead of mediums and lights was nice. Epic says, what about a new nerf cycle in 3 months? I think Pixonic did say something about not nerfing things as often. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but if you have noticed, that might be true because the last couple of rebalances have been very small. And it does seem like it's been a while since they've rebalanced anything. Alright, so Panic wants to know how much the Ultimate Fenrir cost. That kind of depends on what price you paid for the data pads. Like, did you get them on a really good deal in the daily deals? Did you pay full price? I mean, it could be very expensive or probably a couple $100s. So we kind of figured it out one day. It would probably cost you somewhere between $100 and $300 to get an Ultimate Fenrir is what we were thinking. That's just kind of an estimate by looking at how you get it, how many data pads you have to buy and all that junk. We were making an estimate. But there's really a lot of variables there. But we figured probably on average $100 to $200 to get an Ultimate Fenrir, we're guessing. Could be wrong, but Jan Fang got the Ochikochi. Awesome. That's nice, bud. Ochi's a cool robot. Yusa says, what nerf do you think the Curry will get? I don't know. I'm not really sure. I would assume it will probably have a longer cooldown eventually. Alright, so thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. That is super nice of you. So what's my thought on the Ravana robot? It's actually super good. I think Ravana is awesome if you learn to time the abilities correctly. So Ravana really relies on ability timing to do well with it. It's not exactly a hard robot to play, but it's not an easy robot to play either. But when it comes to weapons, some of my favorite weapons are actually the Sonics. Like, I love Ravana with Sonics, or some sort of shotguns would do really well, like these Splinters. I forget, Splinters are the light version. The medium one is the... I can't remember the medium one offhand, but anything that does really big damage quickly. The new DOT weapons would be really good. You know, if you mix the DOT and Rust weapons on there, that would be great. But my favorite is definitely the Sonic weapons on the Ravana. They just seem to really work well on him. Alright, Epic says, what is a decent pilot for the Curry when I don't have the proper one? Well, Trixie Hope would be a very good choice. I mean, Trixie Hope's always kind of your best bet. I mean, what do you got? You got Trixie Hope. You got Manny and Adrian, which are just kind of okay. And then you got the pilots that pretty much just work for weapons. So, I mean, the special pilot that comes for the Curry, it's nice, you know, it makes your ability usable a little more often, but it's not 100% necessary. I think it's only a small help. But I'm not really sure there's any pilot that really works well with them, but I would try and put a Trixie on there if you can. All right, so Drifter spent $45 so far and still needs one more Halo to get it. Zero Level Skies, what's up, buddy? How you doing today? But yeah, Ravana, though, it's a really awesome robot. I like Ravana a lot. I'm surprised I don't play him more, but it's really good still. Yeah, those are rupees. Alright, JNAM says, what is better, Lynx with Devastator or Hammers? Personally, I would like to run the Hammers, I think. Devastator has a really long reload time. And I think on Lynx, I prefer something with a faster reload than the Devastators. Either one's going to work good, but I like the Hammers better. But I would much rather play Lynx with something with a little bit more range. If you can get 2 Redeemers, that's one of my favorite setups for Lynx. I don't think Redeemers are going to get any type of major rebalance anytime soon because they're so old. They've been good for so long. So Redeemers are always a really good choice. They have decent range. They hit really hard. And yeah, I like Redeemers a lot. All right, Zero Level says best build for Curry. So we were just talking about the pilot. I mean, I guess you could go with Adrian, Manny, or Trixie Hope, or you could run any one of those pilots that has a skill for the weapons, but Trixie Hope would be my first choice if I didn't have the Curry pilot. So the grenade launchers are some of my favorite weapons. The Vipers are really good on there. Devastators were okay on the Curry. They weren't my favorite, but I did like them. Subduers are probably the best things you're going to get, or the Bersants. So Bersant, Subduer, and the grenade launchers, like the Kisfos or whatever, those are probably my 3 top choices for the Curry. But I really enjoyed the Vipers for some crazy reason. Even though they got a 10-second reload time, I like them a lot. Ultimate Glory did really well, and the Ultimate Avengers did really well on there as well. Yeah, Cestus. Cestus is a great weapon for Lynx. Thanks, Epic. All right, Panic says Green Deemer. Yeah, Green Deemers are awesome. Hey, do we not have any music playing? Do we have music, or is it? Yeah, we got music. Okay. I just can't hear it for some reason. All right, so Arok says, what's better with the Invader? Ah, man. So I think on the really tanky robots, it's always been the 2 repair amps, but right now those DOT and Rust weapons are giving you a hard time to where you're not able to heal very well. So in some ways, I think immune amps might be the better choice at the moment due to the fact that those weapons don't let you heal a lot of the time. That's kind of a hard choice. I mean, you could run one of each. You could do 1 repair, 1 immune, and 1 nuke. But if you happen to have 2 immunes and two repairs, try out both and then try a combo, a mix of the 2, and see, which ones you like better. But those Rust weapons and DOT weapons are causing a lot of problems with healing right now, so You might be a better with the immunes. Maybe one of each would be a good setup. You know, Epic, I put the Peregrine pilot on something recently with those rockets, and I still thought it was crap. I hate those rockets. I hate those rockets. Like, absolutely hate them. For some reason, I've only liked them on Hawk, and there was one other robot that I liked them on, but on every other thing I played them on, I was like, nope, nope, nope. What's up, Nightcrawler? How you doing today? All right, Yusuf won a Kraken Indra giveaway. Who was giving that out? All right, so on the Indra, I like the Maha and Maha Vajras best. The Avora and Veyrons are very good on there, but I really like the Maha and Maha Vajras. They just seem to work really well, but you really can't go wrong with either one. I think that one's going to come down to personal preference between those two weapons, but yeah, I like the Maha Vajras a lot better personally. Arox, you're welcome, buddy. Epic says the reload. Yeah, the reload does kind of suck. I also find it hard to hit stuff with those weapons. They travel kind of slow and you got to lead ahead. I just don't like them in general. The reload's kind of like the deal breaker for me though. There's a lot of things I don't like about them, but if it wasn't for the reload, I might consider playing them every once in a while. I think it was the Harpy that I liked them on, but I haven't played that in quite a while. JNam hates the Redeemers. JNam, something wrong with you, buddy. Anybody who hates the Redeemers got something wrong with them. Alright, honestly, I mean, everybody's got different playing styles and different likes, so not everything works for everybody. But most people love the Redeemers. I'm actually surprised to hear anybody say they don't like them. What's up, Kron? How you doing today? Epic says they need the explosive expert. Yeah, that might make it better. I can't remember if I put that on there with the Medea pilot or not. I can't remember. I don't mind the light ones as much if you're playing it on something like a... what's that tanky little robot with 4 light weapons that floats around and heals stuff? What's that little guy called, man? That's a cool little robot. Yeah, I'm having a brain fart. The brain fart. Kepri, yes, the Kepri. I do kind of like the light version of those rockets on Kepri. They're not too bad on there. Not my favorites, but they're not too bad on there. Panic's looking for some ultimate Tyrans. Yeah, I have a feeling Tyrans and Redeemers are going to be coming pretty soon for ultimates. I mean, those were some of like the favorite weapons for a really long time, so I can completely see that happening. I don't know if it will or not, but I would not be surprised. I would love to get a hold of some ultimate Redeemers. Oh man, I can't even imagine what those would do. That would just be brutal. James wants to know, is Seraph still a good robot? Okay, so Seraph is not the greatest. It dies very easy these days. It's just kind of an okay robot. Now, I can still play the Seraph in Champion League, but I don't do anywhere well as near as good with it as I can with some of the other robots. So, in my opinion, Seraph is definitely something that you can play in the higher leagues if you need to, but I don't think it's going to be one of your best choices. I would much rather play the Invader, the Fenrir, the Skyros, the Typhon, the Scorpion. There's just a lot of things that I would pick over the Seraph just because it dies so quick. It's just not really the ideal robot now. White Boy says Tehran Redeemer on Fenrir. Yeah, that's actually a really good setup. Ultimate Arbalist Epic. I don't know about that one. I don't think I would play that. That's what we call the ultimate terrible. Hellbound, where did you hear this? He says tricksters and deceivers will receive an ultimate buff or an insane buff. I hope not. They need a nerf, if anything. Those things need a gigantic nerf. Are you coming over here trying to scare us, buddy? I'm already scared of those things. We don't need them to be buffed. Did you say nerf or buff? Hold on. Let me read that again. I lost the comment. Oh, there it is. He says buff. I hope you're wrong about that. That's all I can say is I definitely hope you're wrong about that because no thank you. No thank you at all. Yusuf is currently using a level 120 Minos with Avoras. You know, that's a great setup. Minos does rely on ability timing to do well with it, so if you learn when to time the abilities correctly, it's pretty darn good. These days, though, I think you need a couple of Titan skills on your Titans, though, to give them more durability. I kind of wish they would have never added Titan pilots. I think the Titan pilots were kind of a mistake, but it is what it is. Panic says something about a Revenant buff. Panic, where did you get this buff list from, buddy? Hellbound says the patch got released today. Where did you see this? What's up, Skull? How's it going? Yeah, six Magnetars on a Dagon are really good. Now, on the question and answer streams, I don't actually play. I just have some old recorded game footage up on the screen because I gotta focus on answering the questions on the chat and reading and not playing on these streams, so we're not actually playing today. So Jane-Am, it is very hard to play and read comments. I think that's, and some people, you know, their chat goes pretty fast. It depends on how many people are, but it's hard to read all the comments all the time, which is a lot of reasons why some YouTubers don't necessarily reply all the time. It's not easy to play and read the comments at the same time. And if you have a lot of people on your stream, that makes it even harder. So if you're going to like Adrian's stream or Manny's stream where there's a few hundred people in there, that's rough. That's rough trying to catch all the comments. Oh, you saw it on Wolfblood's video? Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Some of the stuff he puts out recently. I'm not sure where he would have got that from, but I don't know. I've seen some pretty weird stuff on some of his videos recently. Don't know where he gets the information from, but it's quite possible. Could be real, might not be real, I don't know, but I've seen no buff or nerf list, you know. Bobby, how's it going, buddy? Ah, you want a Subduer? Awesome. I hope you enjoy that thing. Subduers are really nice right now. Hellbound, I can do very well with a Revenant. Now an Orochi, yeah, I can't do very well with that at all. That would be cool if they if they buff the Orochi. Kron says Mana Gaming showed the nerfs and buffs coming. You know what? Let me look at something really quick. Let me get on one of my special Discord servers really quick and see if anybody posted something on those. No, there's nothing in there. I'm not really sure where he got that from, unless it's maybe on Reddit. Let me go over to the War Robots Reddit. Ah, okay. This is where they got it from. All right, these are being tested on the test server, right? Ochi Kochi, DOT damage reduction lowered. Ophian built-in weapon damage decreased. Absorber damage bonus for built-in weapon decreased. And decreased durability. Orochi increased durability by 20%. Revenant ability cooldown decreased. And durability increased by 15%. Alright. I'm good with all of that. Weapons. Damper, Tamer, damage decreased by 30%. So Damper and Tamer are going to do less damage. Deceiver, Trickster, DOT stacks are no longer capped. Damage decreased by 50%. Okay. That's 50% less damage, but no caps on the DOT. That's going to be interesting. Chimera, reload. What? Why are they messing with it, Chimera? So they're going to reload faster. Marquis, Hussar, and Dragoons. Damage increased by 30%. Shredder, shot grouping increased. Ooh, they're buffing the Shredder. So I guess there is a small list of nerfs and buffs, guys. But yeah, I think that's going to make the Revenant really good. So 2 seconds, you're going to use the ability, 2-second cooldown buff, and 15% damage increase. So that's kind of cool, right? Alright, so what they're doing to the Ophian is basically the weapons are going to do less damage and it's going to get a small nerf on durability. That's not so bad, I guess. Hey Kim Sophie, how you doing today? Nice to see ya. Randy says Foggy posted the same list. Alright, so yeah, somebody, I don't know why, but they always post the nerfs and buffs on, whoa, what is that? Oh wow, there's gonna be an Al Ming pilot coming, guys. I should probably look at this Reddit more often. Yeah, it shows a picture of Ultimate Al Ming with a pilot next to it, so. I guess that's on this weekend's coming test server. Panic says, I'm excited to try them weapons again. Which ones? Kron says, I am a fan of the Marquis, Hussar, and Oh, those ones, yeah. They're very hard to aim though, so if there's a little bit of lag, you're going to miss your shots. That's why I don't like those weapons. One thing about Warbots is the game's always lagging a lot. So when you find a weapon that requires very precise aim, those are hard to play. Personally, even if they buff them, I don't think I'm going to run them because I know I'm going to miss 90% of the shots due to lag. Kim Sophie likes my videos. Thank you. I really appreciate the kind words. Jane Am's over there talking about some crap sandwiches. Oh my goodness. I think the Marquis Hussar and Dragoons could be really good, but they need just like a little slight bit of auto aim. Like some of those things kind of auto aim. Like you gotta sort of be in the vicinity and then they still hit. But those ones basically, if you're off on the slightest bit on your aim, you're gonna miss. What's up, Edward? How's it going? Alright, Kim says, can you show me your ID? One thing right now is we think a lot of the current lag's coming from the friend system. So right now, I don't think you want to add too many friends onto that friend system. Now, this may be incorrect, but that's our speculation is what's going on with all this extra lag we have. Because it does seem like people who have more friends have more lags than others. So right now, I would say don't really add anybody you don't have to onto the friend system. Epic says, everyone, don't forget to hit the like button. Danny takes a lot of time to bring you all this. Show him some love. Yeah, thanks, Epic. Definitely hit that like. It only takes about 2 seconds, and it does help out the channel a lot. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Panic says, the DOT not capping anymore worries me. I don't know, man. That's one of those things where it sounds bad on paper, but we're almost going to have to wait till that goes live and play it on the live server before we know how it actually reacts. So I hope it's not as bad as it sounds. I agree with you on that. It doesn't sound good, but it might not be that bad if we're lucky. Yeah, Yusuf, it's almost impossible to play and do a question and answer properly because you got to pay attention to the chat and reading the questions all the time. You can't play and do that at the same time. Kron says, show me your Titan. You want to see my Titan? No, sir. He's hiding. He's hiding. My Titan is hiding from you, Kron. It's like, no, you'll just shoot at me. And that says, when you were doing the hanger reviews, you did the wrong account for me. Well, I'm sorry. Those hanger reviews are very stressful, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing them because I think there's players leaving unhappy because I didn't have time to review them or this or that. So I don't think those hanger review streams are really working out ideally. Nightcrawler says, I'm lagging and running solo. Yeah, there's definitely more lag when you run in the squad. But even playing solo has been really laggy since the new update came out. So we're hoping on the next update, maybe they'll fix whatever's causing all the lag. Whipcot Dots, what's up, buddy? Oh gosh, I said that so wrong. Anyways, nice to see you. How you doing today? Did you miss anything important? Well, I don't really know what you consider important, but Maybe, maybe not. JNAM says, is there a bug with the immune amps? Not that I know of. Why? What have you noticed? Is there something going on with them that you've noticed? As far as I can tell, they're working the way they're supposed to. Andrew says, sometimes lag happens because of my phone, but it doesn't do it on the other iPhone. So the iPhone 8 lags, the 14 doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I guess on some older devices, they may not still be optimizing the game for certain devices. I don't know. I'm also hearing a rumor that right now the most of the lag is only on Android and not on iOS. I don't know if that's true, but I know on Android we're all lagging like crazy. Down with you says, when is your stream schedule? Alright, so normally every Tuesday I do like a question and answer. On Thursdays and Saturdays I do gameplay streams all about the same time. I think I start this one a little bit early, but Tuesday and Saturdays, the gameplays, I start at 12 p.m. Eastern time. I usually start this one at 11:30 Eastern time on Tuesday. Yusa says, when you were reviewing my hanger, you saw a puncher curry. Not exactly. I have a terrible memory, my man. I could have saw a Bigfoot, a real live Bigfoot, and I would probably forget the next day. Sophie says, bro, do you have an Ochi-Kochi? Yeah, I got an Ochi-Kochi. They're pretty crazy robots. I can't believe that's not really on the list to be like nerfed majorly though. I would have expected the Ochi-Kochi to get a huge nerf, you know? Wait, what is Kron doing? Ah, Kron says we got 11 members in our clan now. Very cool. If I weren't already in a clan, I would come join you guys, but I can't leave my clan, so I've been there too long. I got lots of friends there. Nightcrawler says, Danny, you're a riot on Lego. That darn Lego game, man. It's always glitching out on us. Every time I build a spaceship, the server glitches and ruins it. What? The nerds. He just caught us. He says the nerds have been released. Everton, are you calling us nerds? Down with you says, did you see the test server up? Is it live today? Normally the test server is only on Saturday and Sundays, but occasionally I think they do release one during the week. Down with you says, the Ocho getting less tanky. I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference though. I mean, if they nerf it a little bit, that's cool, but I think it needs a much bigger nerf. Much bigger. Kron says, thanks for the statement. Yeah, sure. No problem. Yeah, but, you know, 30% DOT resistance and 15% less health. I don't think that's going to put that big of a dent in the thing. I could be wrong, though, but... Kim Sophie says, reply to me. I have a few times. I don't know if you haven't heard me, but I've replied to a few things there. Drifter's got to go. Drifter, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you have an awesome day. Our stream time is just about up anyways, so. Nightcrawler is running solo. I ran solo for several years myself, just for personal reasons. I hate joining a clan and they have all these like strict rules or start trying to tell you what robots you can run and what you can't, and I don't know. Some of those clans take all the fun out of the game, honestly. Kim says, do you have an Ochi Kochi? I actually answered that one already. At least I think I did. Did I forget to answer it? I'm pretty... I think I answered it. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, I do have an Ochi Kochi. Panic says, I'm glad the damage got nerfed on the Stampede ability. Yeah, it needs that. It really needs to be easier to kill, though. That's the main thing I want to see, is I want to be able to kill it easily. I mean, I agree it should be tanky and it should be awesome, but some of them just will not go down no matter what you do. Down with you. No, I'm not doing any giveaways on this stream. So I've still got like, what, 20... I still think I have 20 subduers to give away over the next 2 streams, so something like that. Edward has also been running solo for years. Nightcrawler says, I have the Ouchie and a Newton. I don't run them. You know, the Ochi Kochi is a really fun robot, but it is kind of like a no-skill turd bot. It's a no-skill turd bot. But it's fun to play. But I look at it this way. If everybody else is playing them and I have one, I might as well play one as well, because if not, I'm at a little bit of a disadvantage by leaving mine in the hangar when I could be playing it. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at it, Nightcrawler. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that a lot of players are putting 2, 3, 4, 5 of those things in the hangar, that's why it's an issue. These people are putting so many in there. If people were just running one, no big deal. But those guys running 3 of them or 5 of them, that's what's causing all the problems. Kim Sophie says, bro, send me your ID. No IDs, sorry. Kim would like to see my Titans. You want to see my Titans, eh? So these are my Titans. I'm not giving out IDs though, because I don't need to have 5,000 people on a friends list, and I'll never ever be able to find who I'm looking for, but that's what I have as far as Titans. But no, I'm not going to be accepting too many friends requests, because seriously, if you get like 5,000 people on there, that's going to be horrible. For the most part, I'm only going to be accepting people that I play with occasionally or know very well, so. But yeah, I've got every Titan in the game right now. But most of them don't have pilots, so I'm not playing most of them because most of these don't have pilots on them. Which kind of sucks, actually. Next stream will be on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so in 2 days, we'll have another stream going. All right, back to the pre-recorded gameplay for the next couple of minutes. But yeah, I hate the freaking Newtons. They drive me crazy. Newtons drive me nuts. You know, I should put this on the ending soon as well. Media source. Game video. Let me move that down. There we go. Now the ending screen also has the game on it too. But it's a little bit too... I want to make sure. Hold on. Let me adjust the transparency level. That's good for an ending screen. Why not? There we are. That's more interesting to look at than just something that says ending soon or starting soon, I think. All right, so you got the Yangli, right? That's the one pilot that works on almost all Titans, but it's not going to be working on Eiffel or anything newer than Eiffel, so it's not truly universal. It only works on the Titans that are older than Eiffel. And then I think every new Titan is going to have its own pilot after that. Panic says, yeah, I'm not even playing at this point. Miss Raza, hey, nice to see ya. Unfortunately, you're coming right at the end of the stream. But I do appreciate you guys coming out. Unfortunately, I gotta get going. Alright, so down with you, 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So about an hour earlier than it is right now is when I start those. So on Tuesdays, we do like time drops and squad with viewers. And then on Saturday, I just do solo gameplay. Edward, have a great day, buddy. Catch you later. Well, I think that's going to wrap this one up. I want to say thank you guys for coming out. I am going to, I'm currently working on building the tankiest luchador. I think that's probably going to be tomorrow's video, is super tanky luchador. And I started playing around with running the traditionalist skill, and I got him up to like 1.6 or 1.7 million hit points. It's pretty interesting, so. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I appreciate you guys a lot. You guys are amazing. And yeah, thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for hanging out with me on the live streams. Everybody who donates every once in a while, thank you. Channel members, thank you. Moderators, thank you. I hope you guys have a really awesome day. And I will catch you next time. Hope to see you on the next stream. Thanks for coming out. Lightning out. See you guys.